Memorial services have been held in Indonesia and Australia to mark the 20th anniversary of the Bali bombings. More than 200 people were killed in those attacks at Bali's popular night spots of the Sari club and Paddy's pub in 2002. The victims were from more than 20 countries, and Australia suffered the highest death toll. The BBC's Sari has more from Sydney.
A sombre day of remembrance as a nation paid tribute to those lost 20 years ago. Of the 202 victims, 88 Australians were killed in the Bali bombings. The country suffered the biggest death toll. Across Australia, including here on Sydney's Coogee Beach, people gathered to pay their respect, and families remembered their loved ones. Dave Byron survived the attack, but lost his 15-year-old daughter, Chloe.
Have a look at this crowd here. I can't remember anybody's names, but you know, they're all giving me a hug and stuff, and that's what Australians do. We look after each other. And yeah, that's what we did in 2002. We looked after each other, and it still happens. Today's particularly hard. Every year it's particularly hard at this time. But the rest of the day will be, the rest of the year will be fine. I know it will be, because of us.
Other relatives didn't want to be alone.
I just really wanted to be with other people who'd been through the same thing and lived through the fires and reconnect, because it's not often that you actually I get to meet with people who really understand what we went through back there 20 years ago.
Many families around the world will be remembering their loved ones today. We are all connected by what happened 20 years ago. It is woven into the fabric of our lives.
The Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, remembered what he described as the shockwaves in Bali, which hit the shores of Australia.
20 years ago, an act of malice and calculated depravity robbed the world of 202 lives, including 88 Australians. 20 years on, the ache does not dim.
There's been concern recently that Omar Patek, the bomb maker who helped assemble the devices used in the attack, could be released early after completing 2/3 of his sentence. But the Australian government said the decision would cause further distress to the relatives of the deceased and to the survivors. Today, 88 doves were released, a tribute to the lives cut short by an act of terror. For the families, the memories of loved ones live on, and so too does the pain of their loss. Shaima Khalil, BBC News, Sydney.